Um, I want to first off and say that that video that I made yesterday about the NWO was very very good to me. That was my first time actually hitting on that subject. Usually I'll talk about the dating scene or I'll talk about something with the Lord. But I started doing my research. I talked to Bill and Dwayne a lot through text sometimes, and I see they're doing their thing. And a lot of times, like I said, I don't have time to really be on YouTube. And then with my father passing, uh, and him being in the military, it made me think that, like, man, we are coming to the end. You know what I mean? I look at it on the news. I've seen it. I've heard the reporters talk about like the banker crisis, and inflation is just continuing to go up. I keep hearing people saying that, hey, World War III is coming, and I said it yesterday. It's going to start in Taiwan this year. uh, Donald Trump is actually saying it the same thing, that he's the only one that can stop World War III. And when you hear about Russia and China meeting together, discussing the New World Order, it was just Saturday night. They were discussing that. I started thinking about all this stuff is in the Bible, and when you think about it, Lord warned the disciples that, hey, there's going to be rumors and rumors of wars, and don't be afraid, because there's going to be signs. Basically, he's letting them, warning them. He's warning them that there's going to be a lot of churches today uh, uh, doing different kinds of preaching and moving away from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And when reading the book of Revelation, and my bad, and I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not really good on the book of Revelation. That's a really, really tough book, but I know that after reading it and doing my best to understand it and getting an understanding of what it means, in my own terms, if God can help me with this, the book of Revelation explains a lot what's going to happen. It talks about the fall of the government. It talks about bringing division. It talks about the mark of the beast, the 666. That is a, I've heard it. It's could be a microchip. It could be a shot, but either way, you can't buy or sell without the microchip. That microchip's gonna know all your information, and if you don't take the microchip, then you basically won't be able to live anymore. And it's up to society or Christians or whatever to decide, hey, you know what, I ain't gonna take the mark, because if I take the mark, I know I'm doomed. I know I'm going to hell. Bible talks about that. Then in the book of Revelation, it talks about the Lamb's book of life. It talks about about the devil reigning the earth, and coming as an antichrist, because that's what it's already here. Antichrist spirit's already here. Why do you think everything today has to talk about race today? Why do you think everything today has to be LGBTQ? Why do you think everything now is changing? Why do you think uh color is a big issue today? Why do you think that super, like, certain superheroes now got to be a different color, or certain TV shows that we got to turn this person, uh we got to turn this man into a woman, we got to turn this woman into a man, or we can't call them any more genders. I see it going on. I see that these are the signs. The Bible talks about these are worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was another city full of sin. You know what I'm saying? It was a city that was just rebellion against God. God destroyed it, and we are coming to those times. We are coming, and when I read the book of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible, and it talks about that these three men didn't want to bow down to a golden idol, a statue, because this king wanted them to worship this golden image, but the rest of the city did, but these three men didn't. He threw them in a blazing furnace because they refused to bow down, and in that blazing furnace there was a fourth person in it, and these guys didn't. They were not burned. They didn't smell like smoke. God got them out of that blazing furnace, and in the end, when the men tried to take these men to the blazing furnace, his soldiers, they died because it was so hot. So what I'm saying is that we're coming to those times now. We're coming to a nation, and we're coming there. There's wars and rumors and wars, and nobody doesn't care. Straight up, the Bible does talk about that. The attitude of people are gonna grow cold. Are gonna grow cold. It's like that King Nebuchadnezzar. That's America. Okay, we're gonna bow down, and we accept woke nation. We accept cancel culture nation. We accept the gender rights. We accept that, hey, new world order is taking over. Okay, we will take the mark because I still got to drink and get high and smoke weed. That's basically where we're coming. And there's going to be very few people that are going to take a stand in these last days. When I see what Bill's doing and Dwayne's doing, they already know. They know what's going on. They've been taken down so many times. They have all these groups, secret groups, probably watching their videos, even watching mine. You seen Kanye West with the mask? I mean, that was my video. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm being watched at this point, but I don't know. I know I'm not a threat, but at the same time, I'm starting to see what's going on. It's these it's a battle. The banker wars were already started in the house of God. Jesus got upset. He said, you've turned my house into a house of thieves and should be a house of prayer. He was talking about how they're trying to sell now in the house of God, and they've been doing that for centuries. Me being a Christian, me not being, like I said, I ain't perfect. Let's keep it real. I ain't perfect, but I understand what is going on. I understand that there's going to be and that the antichrist spirit is growing, and that's why in the Word of God it does say that, beloved, test the spirit if they're of God. Anybody that denies that Jesus Christ did not come in the Son of Man, that's an antichrist spirit. I mean, hey, how many people don't believe that Jesus existed? How many people get mad when you talk about Jesus, or they get so upset? But then they can talk about cancel culture. They can talk about, oh, he just called that person a male or female. Oh, how come Netflix now is controlled by, and I believe Netflix is controlled by the banking system. You feel me? Why is all these shows being canceled? Why are all the good shows being canceled? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? We are living in these last days. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I just wanted to give a random rant saying that, hey, man, it's the time. If you're not waking up now, I don't care if you're religious, not religious, TFL, PUA, whatever you are. If you're not waking up and seeing what's going on, and you're just gonna stand there and be quiet like the Pharisees in the Bible, or like those men, and when King Nebuchadnezzar was alive, the king in the book, I believe it's in the book of Daniel, talking about golden idols. If people are just gonna worship idols and allow their rights to be taken away and not take a stand, then basically you just already given up. That's why I'm glad I'm getting on here more, because this right here is therapy for me. This is my way of venting and talking about the truth. So, anyways, everybody have a good day.